All right. Update. I'm walking back to work after my appointment. Second ultrasound appointment today. And it went about as good as the first. I mean, I guess slightly better. But had another transvaginal and same problem. Like my doctor couldn't see anything inside the gestational sac very clearly. The gestational sac is measuring bigger, which is good, so it's grown. And today we were actually able to see like kind of a little fuzzy blob inside of it, but you weren't able to distinguish like if that was the yolk sac or a fetal pole, or you couldn't tell what it was. It was just too kind of grainy and fuzzy. But I mean, she did have a couple more like encouraging things to say this week than she did last week. She said it's good that the sac has grown, so that's awesome. And she said that I have a retroverted uterus, which means instead of angled toward the front of my body like most people, mine is actually angled towards the back. So what's encouraging about that is she explained to me that you can't see very well even with a transvaginal ultrasound if you have a like a tilted uterus. It makes it extremely difficult for the probe to see anything. So that pretty much explains why not much was seen. So it makes sense. So that kind of put my mind at ease a little bit. And like I said, you could see kind of a very fuzzy, like gray mass of some kind, but you couldn't tell clearly what it was. But also part of that problem too is, God, I'm like rambling. I can't even get my words out right. I just sound like a mess. But I don't know. So many emotions. Sorry. So to back up. So besides just like my anatomy, the other problem is that she's only a gynecologist. So her office isn't equipped with like super fancy ultrasound equipment. So what she was using on me is like a cheapy version of what a lot of other places have. She has a very inexpensive setup there as far as ultrasounds go. So what she did is she referred me to like a diagnostics place that's nearby, and she wants me to get an appointment this week to have an ultrasound done with like a nicer, fancier machine. And she said that will probably help some, and maybe that what's turning up is like a little fuzzy gray blob on her machine will actually be something that you can make out on a more expensive machine. So it's frustrating because I still don't have any real answers, or I still don't feel super confident. I know that if at this point I could at least see like a fetal pole or a heartbeat or something, that would put my mind to, well, it would ease my mind a lot. I don't know if I would be completely carefree about it, but that would certainly help. So I'm hoping to get into that diagnostics place soon this week, because I'm just dying to see something that just reaffirms that everything's okay. It's gonna be fine. It's just hiding back there because my body is different than the norm. I don't know. But other than that, everything's been going fine. I have some symptoms, so that's always a little bit reassuring. They kind of come and they go, which is annoying, but when they're there, I feel a little bit reassured. Nothing too severe yet. Just some mild discomfort and some fatigue, but I don't know. It's all part of it. And that's that, I guess. So I'll throw another update on here after my next appointment, which will be a third appointment in 2 weeks. It's kind of crazy, but keeps it exciting. See ya.